welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Prime Time on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in. It's a Monday Night Prime Time showdown between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. Leading the Vikings, there's the reigning NFL Coach of the Year, Kevin O'Connell. Has a 14 and a 13-win season under his belt in his 3 years in charge. And on the other side, a first-year coach a lot of people are excited about in Chicago. That's Ben Johnson. It's our Monday night opener for the season. Both teams are set up, and off we go. Luther Burden now on a return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So out come the Bears, ready for their first possession. They'll be led out by last year's #1 overall pick, Brock. Looking to build on his decent debut season here in year 2. It's Caleb Williams.
I got a smile on my face. I know he has a smile on his face as he runs out with a new season right with every possibility.
Vikings get there. They're going to win this round. Now hang on, everybody. We've got an injured player after one snap, and it's their quarterback who's in need of some assistance. Oh, boy. Big play to start the game. Defense comes out firing. It's 2nd and long. They're going to try and throw it here. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down.
The separation, well, it comes in the preparation. In this defense, well, they were prepared. They identified all week long the weak points in this offense, and they keep hammering away at it. This is why you do your homework, kids. Good things typically follow.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. That's complete to the rookie out of Missouri. And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down. Defenses are fine with surrendering that completion if it means making a stop short like they did and bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, I like when these defense coordinators say they want to populate the ball. And that was a perfect example of it. Don't let the playmaker get started.
And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. So we'll see the Vikings offense now for the first time. And leading them in his pseudo-rookie season after that injury cost him last year, the 10th overall pick in our 2024 draft, J.J. McCarthy.
And I really think this is one of those moments where every starting quarterback in the opener, right? Week 1, all has a sense of gratitude. All has a smile on their face. You're one of 32 guys on the planet to get to start an NFL season. You want to make the most of that chance.
A gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Staying on the ground with Jones. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Staying on the ground here with Jones. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Completed right side to Addison. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
5 yards on the play. And it's
operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. That's caught for the first. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out.
14 yards. And the Vikings.
1st and 10. Here's Jones. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up 2nd down. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
And he's going to slide in safely after a gain of about 9. Productive effort there, though it does still bring up 3rd down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide of practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
They'll run for it with Mason. And the early aggressiveness is answered. They went for it on their opening series, and the defense stops them. That's a turnover on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything, and boy, did they ever attack it.
Back out comes the Chicago offense for their 2nd drive. And they are really starting the season off with a banger of a contest here, Brock. A chance to measure up against a division rival, and this win could be an important one to have in hand in just a few months. Rob Flynn, first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down. No one open on that play, so he's going to chuck this to another county. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. 3rd and long for him here. Finds him over the middle. And they get stuffed. He is knocked backwards on the play. That makes it 4th down.
Well, that's one of the moments as a QB, you just feel like those defenders are in your huddle. To drop them for a loss on 3rd down can't happen. That's an incredibly quick read by the defense.
Torrey Taylor on to punt. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And the fair catch brought in right at the 40. Minnesota all set to go for its 2nd drive. They passed on the field goal, didn't get it on 4th down. Interested to see what they do if a similar situation arises on this next possession. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. 1st down play, that's in 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Off play action, it's McCarthy. Has a man, Justin Jefferson. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35.
22 yards. And the Vikings, 1st down.
From the gun, Jones gets it. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Sent to the ground by Kyler Gordon.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
On play action now, McCarthy. He's got him, that's Addison. He'll have a little, not a lot. Ball to about the 25. C.J. Gardner-Johnson there on the tackle.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And he gets this forward to the 19. And you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Straight ahead they go with Jones. And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings go up 6-0 here in the 1st. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. Well, Brock, he found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off for 6.
That one right down the middle. And the Vikings take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1. Third now to return it. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Bears about set for their next possession. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
Out of bounds at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of
Williams set to pass. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Williams to throw on third. Pass brought in by Burton. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Toss play, Swift. Great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Now an inside handoff to Swift. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. On play action, here's Williams. To the left and hauled in by Odunze. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. 7th play of the drive, offense facing 3rd and 3. Williams from the gun. They'll have the first down and even more. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
First down throw by Williams. He brings it in. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Again, it's Williams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears cut it to a row of points on the scoreboard. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Extra point is good by Santos. The Bears tie it up as he nails his first try of the season. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's Isaiah Davis on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Vikings taking the field on offense. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They gotta give their defense a chance to catch a breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Jordan Addison, the intended target. And it sets up 2nd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Has him on the quick hitter. Decent gain here, but short of the first. 3rd and just 2 to go.
That's a gain of 8. brings up third.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up 4th down.
The number of times we see quarterbacks with his running ability make plays, critical plays on 3rd down. It's got to be refreshing for that defense to finally see them on the right side of it.
Now we'll see Ryan Wright come on for the Vikings to punt this away on 4th. Fair catch made here at the 30. Chicago getting set to take the field now. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone. But the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them because they proved last drive they couldn't.
And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
And the Bears, first down.
Off the play fake, Williams. Connects on the crosser. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Bears, first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st down, here's Swift. Running there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
He was brought down by Eric Wilson.
Here's Swift on 2nd down. Ooh, that was close, but they're going to have to get this on 3rd down. Lead us to the 27.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Staying grounded with Swift. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
It's 4th down and less than a yard.
Inside of field goal range, but the kicker ain't moving. They're going for this. Williams throwing on 4th. He finds it beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
We'll keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
At the 19-yard line.
From the red zone now. Completed over the middle. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
4 yards on the pickup.
Working from the gun, Williams. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Bears break the tie here in the 1st. Caleb Williams, the touchdown. At this distance, a very dangerous player on any pass play because, Brock, as he's scanning the field to throw for the end zone, he's looking for an avenue to run it too.
Okay, this is exactly why it's never been harder to play defense in the NFL. The precision and the execution in the passing game, the efficiency has never been better. But then when you do cover it up, you got guys like this who can scramble and make you pay with their legs.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. On the return, here comes Davis. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. They'll start with a give to Jones. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Jones wants more. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
A gain of 19 yards.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, he got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Going to the ground again on first. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Stopped by Grady Jarrett. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Motion man right is Jefferson. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. This one's to Hawkinson outright. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2, McCarthy. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Here comes Bears back out on offense. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Here's Swift to start the drive. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
He keeps it and takes off. Williams hits, that ball's out. But it appears that the Bears were able to get their paws on that one, so they're keeping the football. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
32-yard line.
Swift gets it on the pitch. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line.
Blake Ashman on the tackle. Tackle back at the 28-yard line.
So we're down to 3 quarters remaining in our opening weekend of football. It's an early lead for the Bears. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They have second and pretty long here. Out of the gun, here's Williams. That's more on the quick slant. And talk about a good game when they needed it. That's 13 on second down. Now only a yard to go here on 3rd.
3rd down.
Williams with the sneak. And they're going to down by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 43.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Williams with a quick pass out wide. And this one doesn't go far. This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 46.
One play action. Williams. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. Brought in inside the 20. And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. They're going to move the chains after a big play. 39 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. When that throw to the outside, that gets the job done. That offensive line and that O-line coach got to look at those pictures and figure something out. Because you cannot let a defensive tackle defeat your block at the point of attack, or you're going to get a negative run time after time.
Swift gets it again on 2nd down. He scrapes together a few yards, but not much. 3rd down coming up.
These are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly,
and he has the catch. Gets both feet in. That's a touchdown. The Bears take a 13-point lead. TJ for the touchdown. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Santos connects on the point after. And the Bears double their lead to 14. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Starting from the 5. He's brought down just inside the 25. The Vikings and Aaron Jones headed back out there on offense. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic and hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Off play action. It's McCarthy. On the move, headed right. And he's brought down at the line.
That's just the case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
Motion man right is Jefferson. McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying to find Justin Jefferson. And now they're staring at 4th and long. The Vikings getting their punt team out. On the return for the Bears, Devin Duvernay. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Escapes a defender. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Ben Johnson doing the last bit of coaching here as the Bears return to the field. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10. A drawn out. This is Swift. And he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down.
And 9 yards to go.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Big strike here to Moore. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
Good for a Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
I just don't know how you play defense, Kate, and some of the guys in the league today. How can you balance defending somebody who can run for it or throw it right over your head? These dual-threat QBs, they're a nightmare.
This is Swift. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Williams on the play action. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. Ball still on that 34-yard line. 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun. A give to Swift. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
3rd down and 11.
They'll throw. 3rd and long. That's the line. He's going to run for it. And he's tackled for a short gain.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied. They responded. Forced a 4th down.
So on 4th down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. This a 48-yard look for him. Santos' kick is good. And that makes this a 3-score game.
Hey, dependent kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
On return, here comes Davis. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Vikings and Aaron Jones headed back out there on offense. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play whatever you want to do. As for me, I'd like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Bears pick it up, headed the other way. Nothing doing on the return, but the damage already done, partner. They take it away on the fumble.
A normal old stop with 3rd down just wasn't good enough for this crew. Nope, they had to rip the ball away from them literally in an impressive and dominant play that sets their offense up for success.
The Bears offense now heads back out to the field. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Running behind center with Swift. Down to the 10. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives them a 1st and goal. They're signaling for a stoppage here, and yep, there's a player injured after that snap. Not what they wanted to see in week 1 as their medical staff heads out to check on him. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the red zone on 1st. And he scores. It is a Chicago touchdown. The Bears capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. DJ Moore, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bears make it a 24-point ball game. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. On the return, here comes Davis. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Vikings and Aaron Jones headed back out there on offense. And that front is really going to need to buckle down and provide some more opposition because he's gotten off to an excellent start here. Minnesota in the formation. It's 1st and 10. Straight ahead they go with Jones. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40.
It's a gain of 11. And the Vikings first down.
1st and 10. It's McCarthy. Setting up the receiver, screen to Jefferson. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Oh, just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Has a big strike to Addison. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line.
A gain of 27 more yards. That's another.
1st and 10. Here's Jones. And he's going to work it to the 20. That tackle made by Tremaine Edmonds.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9.
It's a gain of 11. And the Vikings first down.
They'll work against the blitz. Has it in close. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. It's a T.J. Hockenson touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go get your job done.
Reichert on for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Vikings pull a little closer. It's a 17-point game now. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Burden now to return it. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. The Bears and Caleb Williams running out for their next drive. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. This drive's going to begin with a run by Swift. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be first down Bears.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Second and 3 now.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
Odunze's got it right side. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
That's good for a Bears first down.
Now an inside handoff to Swift. They're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that'll be first down Chicago.
Bears first down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be first and goal.
23 more yards. That's another Bears.
Working inside the red zone. And he can't hang on. Touchdown in his arms. But it slips through. Second down coming up.
Brings up second and goal.
Swift. Can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3. Got to manage 3 yards here. Third and goal.
No gain on the play.
Williams from the gun.
Third and goal.
He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds a couple yards short of what they needed. Let's see if they try their luck now on this fourth down.
It's now fourth and goal.
Santos' kick is good. And that extends the lead to 20.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
On return, here comes Davis. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Vikings and their QB J.J. McCarthy returning to the field on offense. And the touchdowns got to keep coming from as they still trail here. Vikings to the line now. Here's first and 10. Counter play, Jones. He's got to gain a 6 there. Tackle made by Jaquan Brisker. First down run gets him 6. So now it is second and 4.
Brings up second and 4.
McCarthy going to keep it himself. And he's going to work ahead for a couple here. It's third down now.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field, nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play.
McCarthy hit. He lost the football. And they scoop it up. Time to push the line. And they don't get much after recovering the fumble. So a near turnover ends in a loss of yards. Minnesota lined up in punt formation. Brian Wright's the one to send it away. The fair catch taken in at the 28-yard line. The Bears and DJ Moore back in possession here. And unless the coverage adjusts to slow him down, Brock, he's going to be busy and a productive target for them throughout the rest of this contest. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Running with Swift out of the gun. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
And they're going to throw out of the gun. To the left and hauled in by Odunze. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. He gets 16 yards on that play. And it'll be 1st down Bears. Now, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. The Bears on top here at Soldier Field. Williams to throw on 1st. This one falls incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Working from the gun, Williams. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Coverage defensively by Jeff Okuda.
They'll air it out on 3rd. That's grabbed inside the 30. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 28 yards.
Here's Williams again. Once again, that's cut by Moore. He's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up 1st and goal. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their 1st. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st.
Goal at the 2-yard line.
From the red zone now. The left side is hauled in by Lovely. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go block. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. To the air yet again. Williams. Looking, but will not find it. So incomplete on 2nd and goal, Brock. Chances starting to run thin to score here. 3rd and goal. It's Williams. Cut near the goal line. He is not quite to the marker there. Just 2 yards on that play, Brock. And now one interesting decision coming up on 4th down. Just about a yard to the markers, and they're going to take the risk and go for this. They'll run it with Swift. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Bears both racing them to the halftime locker room. DeAndre Swift, the touchdown. Well, they took a gamble, and it paid off with a touchdown on 4th and goal.
And to do it on the ground, and that's a confidence builder. Confidence builder for the big guys up front. Confidence builder for the running back to win at the line of scrimmage. And frankly, Kate, a confidence builder for this fan base that loves coaches being aggressive and going for it on 4th down.
That one right down the middle. And the Bears grow their lead yet again. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. On the return, here comes Davis. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Whistles after that play for an unfortunate sight. A player hurt in the 1st game of the season. Training staff out to work on it. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. Now McCarthy. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on 1st down. 2nd down, McCarthy to pass. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. That one's caught by Jefferson. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of 22 yards. And the Vikings, 1st down.
And they're going to get up to it and spike it. That's going to stop the clock. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. From the shotgun, McCarthy. This is Jefferson, and he's got it. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Again, McCarthy to throw. Short pass brought in. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Another throw here for McCarthy. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete. Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4. Throwing again now, McCarthy. Can't find anyone open. He's forced to throw it away.
You know, Kate, that was one of those situations where you hear a quarterback having the clock, right? You know, he didn't have time in the pocket, but then it was like, okay, time is running out. I got to do something. He did not force a throw and risk a pick. Instead, he just got rid of it and cut his losses. It's only 3 points, and they're going to still trail at halftime, but every little bit helps. And I'll tell you this as well. It also helps maybe later in the game. You got a 4th quarter clutch kick. To have that confidence built, that's important.
He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And this drive will start inside the 25. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. Give him a couple on that carry. 2nd down coming up. So a one-sided contest as we reach the break here. Let's head over to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. What a start to the 2025 season. Full slate of games, Sunday of week 1. Let's get to it. Our look around the NFL starts now. We begin at Highmark Stadium. It's the Bills at home for a big one. The divisional round rematch with the Baltimore Ravens. It's the man who had over 1,900 yards last season, Derrick Henry. Next up, Lambeau Field. Let's look in on the Packers. They're hosting the Detroit Lions. And it's Jordan Love. He had it going. This, one of his 4 touchdown passes on the day. The Packers wind up winning this one in front of the home crowd to begin the new season. One more for you. Let's go to SoFi Stadium. It's the Rams taking on the Houston Texans. And this is Matthew Stafford finding Puka Nacua. 39 yards for the touchdown. The Rams move to 1-0. They get the victory in the season opener. And time now for one more look at the rest of the scores from around the NFL. Meanwhile, our game has not been all that competitive, a one-sided affair through 2 quarters. As we get you back out to Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The Vikings and Aaron Jones headed back out there on offense. Putting a receiver in motion. Jones with a run to start the third quarter. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. On the shotgun, McCarthy. Caught quickly on the slant. And he'll go down, it will say right at the 39-yard line. Throw here, third down. Ooh, puts some air under this one, right side. Another drop. The last two plays, both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However brought, they do at least force this fourth down. And a fair catch made here at the 17. And Johnson doing the last bit of coaching here as the Bears return to the field. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Swift. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. Second down.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
The right side hauled in by Komet. And this is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line. They keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Good run here. Kyle Manunga. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down. They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. That's more of a catch out left. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
They go with Manunga here. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that case is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very clean play.
And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Something.
They've been doing it.
And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
That's another Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
You know, Kate, years ago, my old high school receiver and I got together for a football camp. I could still close my eyes and throw him that slant. We've done it millions of times. You get a QB receiver connection like that, it's dynamite.
He finds Odunze running the slant. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up
Williams from the gun. Getting out to his left. He can run it. And Williams is going to get them the 1st down with a slide at the end of it.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Bears 1st down.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal.
6-yard line.
And Unguy with it. And he gets up for a gain of about 4. Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Again, it's Manunga. And this time he makes it in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears push their lead further to start the half. Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That tackle should have ended it.
You try bringing down one of these NFL running backs in this case.
Okay, touche, Brock.
They see that goal line. They smell that goal line. It is no sure thing to try to bring down one of those forces before they find pay dirt.
Extra point is good by Santos. And the Bears continue piling onto this lead.
Vikings 17.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Return starts at the 9. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. The Vikings now set to take the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. 1st and 10 from the 32. I'll start with a give to Jones. Who dodged the tackle. Crashes through a tackle. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line.
It's a gain of
To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
Vikings, first down.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 5 sacks for this defense in this game as their latest brings up second down.
Second down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Here's McCarthy to throw. Completed over the middle. And he stopped at the spot he made the catch, so give him, looks like the 27 on that completion.
Gain of 16 yards. And the Vikings.
Receiver in motion, going left.
A gain of 16 yards.
Now a give up the middle to Jones. And this hasn't been a common side out of him tonight, but the defense wins this rep. He's limited to no gain on the carry. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
All right, up to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He has just taken a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again. Find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
That's cut and stride by Addison. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. They're all set now. 1st and 10.
A gain of 15 yards. That's another.
Here's a give to Jones. That played good for, looks like about 6. Second down upcoming.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
And it's third.
Throwing on third, McCarthy. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line.
That is such a good play defensively. A play you could take a whole bunch of pride in, not only stopping the passing game, but the effort to get to the quarterback before he could scramble for the first.
All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Mason. And the defense escapes. Seeing a nice drive going, but the defense gets off the field by forcing that turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
Ben Johnson doing a last bit of coaching here as the Bears return to the field. They threw it the whole way down the field on their last drive, and they'd welcome the same level of play on this series as well. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. They're going the wrong direction. He's going to be sent backwards to their own 3. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
The ground, it's Mananga. Boy, were they ready to try and stick him there for the safety. As it stands, he's only able to maybe get back to the 2.
A loss of 1.
This is a tough spot to punt. Got to convert here on 3rd down. Now it's Manunga. And they drop him just a couple yards beyond the line. It's 4th down now.
As an offense in these situations, Kate, you could feel your own goal line, and you're not going to risk putting the ball in the air. So that means you're going to run it, and you're going to buy whatever breathing room you can.
Chicago brings out the punting unit. Torrey Taylor will kick this away. He gets it out of there, and this has some distance. The return begins on their side of midfield. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Vikings offense back to the field now. They liked how that drive was going, but the ND and the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. 1st and 10, here's McCarthy. And this one too far in front of him, it's incomplete.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
Finds the in route complete. It almost as he caught it. He does well to hold on to it. Gets him to the 37. 1st and 10. It's McCarthy. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Short side option here. He's running left. And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take a small chunk off that lead. J.J. McCarthy, the touchdown. My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1, more times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Bears and Caleb Williams running out for their next drive. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. They'll run here on 1st down. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
You know, Case, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Working from the gun, Williams. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
3rd and 5.
To throw is Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the 1st down.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And he's there. Fair catch called for and taken. The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And that's some decent running. He gets him 4. It's going to be 2nd down.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
At the 22-yard line.
McCarthy looking to throw. Cut out left. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st down.
And the Vikings, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's second down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up. Now it's McCarthy. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Third and long for him here. Looking Hawkinson, he's got it. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Vikings first down.
1st and 10, here's Jones. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Maybe a little rattled after that near interception. Let's see how he plays this on 3rd and long. Look at that power, deep left side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Couldn't connect with Jordan Addison. So that brings up 4th and long. They'll send out the punting unit. And this will mark his 5th kick of the night. That's taken at the 15. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. The Bears and DeAndre Swift set for their next drive. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. To throw, Williams. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. Looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
It's 2nd down and
Williams off the play fake. Connection made. Kyle Madunga. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
it's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
3rd down. Here's Williams. It's on target to Moore. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
7-yard gain. And the Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the
1st and 10 now from the 46. To the air yet again, Williams. And it's complete. It's Manunga. And he'll get this through the midfield stripe and starts pushing into Vikings territory. Offensive line. This is 2nd and 4.
At the 48-yard line.
Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Harrison Smith on the coverage.
Here's Williams again. Dumps it off to his running back. And he hits a wall at the line and goes nowhere.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And it's out of bounds without a whole lot of room for error. He hit it well. They're saying it's out at the 4. The Vikings and Aaron Jones headed back out there on offense. And they couldn't be backed up much further, Brock, as safety really the only concern as they take possession here inside their 5-yard line. Straight ahead they go with Jones. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
2nd down carry for Jones. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down. So after the play, some obvious concern from their sideline as they watch their quarterback out there in some pain. Training staff running out to check on him. Punting unit out now. And this effort's going to give him an even half dozen tonight. And he gets it away from his end zone. That's played at the 43. And that return's going to come to a close as we reach the end of our quarter. All right, we reach the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Dive play straight ahead. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1. Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. Back-to-back carries here. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for a Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
He's tackled there, so a nice start to a new set of downs, but let's see if they keep it. So let's examine this flag. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty, and now we're going to wait to see how they respond. 1st down, Williams to throw. Throw right side, hauled in by Komet. And he will not score, but that does set him off Brock with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
That's another Bears first down.
They'll try and punch it in. And he runs it across, touchdown. The Bears continue piling it on here in the 4th. But we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bears grow their lead yet again. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. On return, here comes Davis. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Vikings taking the field on offense. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
1st down, play action. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Looking for Justin Jefferson on that throw. And now they face 2nd down. From the gun, Jones gets it. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down is going to end up in a loss of yards. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. You're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Desperation time here. He's going to push one deep down the right. And again, they drop the interception. This time it's a good thing, though. Much better field position without it. Snakes at the turnover on downs. The Bears and DJ Moore back in possession here. And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on downs. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. They go with Manungai here. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Heads out on the bootleg. Complete over the middle. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
They'll load it here on 3rd down. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Like the final battle scene from a movie, Kate, 2 sides charging each other, and they meet right at that line. And they didn't have to drive him backward, All they had to do was hold the line to go win that battle.
So on 4th down, out is Cairo Santos for the Bears field goal. He's looking 34 yards here down the middle. Santos' kick is good. And they didn't even need those points when you look at how impressive that lead is.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach, because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
On the return, here comes Davis. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Vikings and Aaron Jones headed back out there on offense. And his production is carried over into this 2nd half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. Starting this drive with a design run. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. 1st down from the 42. They're going to throw out of the gun. Brought in right side. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now a give to Jones. Finds a small seam. That's good for 5. Make it 3rd down. They're signaling for a stoppage here, and yep, there's a player injured after that snap. Not what they wanted to see in week 1 as their medical staff heads out to check on him. Bears bringing out an extra DB here. 3rd down. Now here's Wentz. He's making a bid for it. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment, made it the perfect time for the 1st down.
Go play action on 1st down. Finds him on the crossing route. And hey, if you can't prevent the catch, Brock, at least prevent a gain after it, right? So they make the quick stop at the 31. They give to Jones, right side. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
And this one does not go far.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or what make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches will really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
That's caught. This is Addison. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings making the scoreboard look a touch better. Jordan Addison, the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Here's Reichert, set to kick this away. Burden now to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Bears and Caleb Williams running out for their next drive. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Manungai gets it off the zone read. And this is going to be out of bounds. Defense catches up to him near that 45. What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
And the Bears.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
And I'm done with it. Call it no gain, maybe one at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2.
Down by Eric Wilson. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
They'll run it with Manungai. And they're turned away on 3rd and short. Actually might have lost a yard. So that's going to bring up 4th down.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
And this one skips out of bounds and will be marked inside the 30. The Vikings and receiver Jordan Addison getting set for this next drive. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. They'll start with a give to Jones. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Addison going in motion right.
2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson. And it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Hawkins isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Now can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. They'll throw for it. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. Jalen Johnson with the pick. And the Bears will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
See, that's just one of those situations. It is so difficult to be a quarterback in that spot. It's kind of like being a pitcher in a 3-0 count. You just oftentimes don't win. You feel like you got to force the issue, and you force the issue, then interceptions follow.
Chicago's offense trotting out there for another series. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Now it's Manungai. He's going to bring this down to their 35. He'll come up on 1st and 10.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Bears 1st down.
To the ground, it's Manungai. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Williams on the play action. Here's that man again, Adunze. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone.
13 yards on the play. And the Bears 1st down.
1st down, Williams. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And he's brought brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up first and goal.
A gain of 10 yards. That's another Bears first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They give it to him again. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal. So from the 3, here's second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Bears looking like they'll start this season with a win. Ball still at the 3 as they get set for second and goal. Manungai. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Give him 2 yards on the run, and that leaves them just inches short for third down.
Brings up third.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Another carry for him. And they're going to say he was short. They held him out, Brock, and now we're going to have to wait and see what they decide to do here on fourth and goal.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
And they're really trying to pile it on here. The offense staying out there on fourth and goal. They're going to try to throw for it. And we shouldn't be surprised as they connect in the end zone for yet another touchdown. The Bears keep running away with this. DJ Moore, the touchdown. His third for the air this game. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Vikings 31.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Returning it from the 4. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for him. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. And one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. Throwing this one back of the end zone. And he swats that deep shot away, but he better not celebrate just yet. Looks like his contact drew a flag. They may still get this yardage. So pass interference on the shot to the end zone, and now they're going to be set up on the goal line with a great chance to get the touchdown anyway. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone, but they just can't finish the play.
Second and goal.
Now Wentz. And he's got it, so they'll go a little ways back with the touchdown. The Vikings putting up points in a game decided. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate. And I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
That one right down the middle. And the Vikings take a molehill off that mountain as they still trail by 27. And it goes for a touchback, so time enough for one, maybe two final plays here.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll run here on first down. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down. So the Bears come away with the win. And this isn't just any 1-0 start for them. They pick up what could end up being a key division victory to have later in this season. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Huard, I'm Kate Scott. The Bears winners as we say so long from Chicago.